Hey guys, how you going? Hey guys, you worried about the effects of 5G radiation? Well, let me introduce you to the affiliate of this video. They're called EMF Harmonized, and they filter out the harmful RF waves that actually damage our DNA. Kids are also more susceptible to the RF waves than adults are, and what they do is EMFs clump together red blood cells and cause lots of problems. This technology prevents that. And as you can see, they have products for your phone, your tablet and your computer, as well as your body. You can actually buy these for your body. So if you'd like to help a fellow truther and help me out as well, please check out the affiliate link down below. They also actually have a video showing you the red blood cells, how they clump together with 5G radiation, and how this technology protects you from that. Okay guys, if you're interested, check out the affiliate link below. Thanks guys. Hey guys, before I start, I would like to thank Caroline. Thank you very much, and I thank all my PayPals, Patreons, and everybody for just listening. I do really appreciate it. Okay, I've got everything already set up here, but it's not working very. My internet and my computers and phones are not working very well at the moment. Just to let you know. Okay, from Brandon Raby at Brandon Raby. I'm sitting here watching the news. I'm waiting on supper to get done. Watching the continuous COVID talk and the constant influx of bad news with the token feel-good story has just reinforced what I already knew. If you're not actively using discernment and critical thinking when you're watching this, you're going to be duped. It's not a matter of if you will be, it's when. And then the next one is from Johann von Rothenberg, OT at J. Rothenberg. One of the biggest opens for silver in 40 years. I think we'll see $32 plus before tomorrow 2 p.m. when the big boys realise the COMEX can't deliver on those contracts. Now everybody is like HODL, that contract, you know. I want delivery. There's a reason, because silver is the thing that everybody's concentrating on again right now. So, and this is not advice. I won't give anyone advice on anything financial or medical or anything else. So I'm only stating what I can see and what I can feel. And while I'm waiting for the next one to open, that's how long it takes. I clicked that a minute ago when I finished the other one, but it's still taking a while. This one from CJ Truth at Truth and Life. A book worth reading that is a quick read is Sun Tzu, The Art of War, and there's a link. I put that in there because I think we should all have a look at that actually. Sorry guys, I'm trying to open these and they are not what they normally just, I can click on it and it opens. But right now I'm having huge problems with it. It's not responding. Wow. Okay, this doesn't like this. Hang on, I'll just pause it for a minute. Oh, here it comes. Whoop. If it happens again, I'll just pause it until it opens, guys, and that way you'll get the straight news without interruption. From Andrew Torber at A. Did I mention that we have a Zoom alternative that isn't controlled by the CCP? Oh yeah, we have that coming soon too. There's so much we've built that you haven't seen yet. 2021 is the year of GAB, Silicon Valley Alternative. Follow Shadow Knight 412, our VP of Engineering, Rob, who is leading this effort, and many more. And that's actually from the platform itself, letting you know that there will be a Zoom alternative coming, because I don't know if you know, but Zoom is owned by China. So they can just spy on anything that we do. Oh, here, this one opened nearly straight away. My goodness. Okay, let's shut some of these off in the meantime. It's still loading. This one from Democracy for Us All at Mystic Phoenix. And they've put someone's name in there, tagged someone. I'd have to guess about 95% of Americans who mainstream media call far right only want to work for a living, keep most of their money, raise their kids in peace, get them a good education without left-wing indoctrination, own a nice home and be left alone. You know, extremists. Because that's what we are all labelled with. And all we want, look, there's two types of people in the world. There are people who want to be left alone, and there are people who will not leave you alone. Who do you think works for the government? The ones that won't leave you alone. Okay, well, it's opening a bit easier now, hopefully. Sorry guys, it's just I'm having a lot of trouble. Okay, from Meme Lord for Hire at Meme Lord for Hire, and this is just news. 5 hedge fund investors have already taken their own lives since the GameStop spike. So that's interesting. There's a video here too. All these links will be down below. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in the comments. If you're on Bitchute and Rumble, it will be on in the description. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. It's really making Word, Microsoft Word's making it, because I put all the links into a Microsoft Word document, and it is not liking it. And probably because a lot of them are from here. From Pepe Lives Matter at Pepe Lives Matter 17, Red Pill, Meme, Ammunition. The fake news. Black Lives Matter nominated for a 2021 Nobel Peace Prize. People are waking up. When in reality, this is what it looks like. Black Lives Matter nominated for 2021 Nobel Peace Prize. People are waking up. Yeah, they're waking up to what this is. So, okay, let's see if this one will open. Now, I've got a few different websites that I'm going to. Okay, hang on. Let's make this bigger. I can open it on a normal page. Okay. Whoa. Okay. 17 cicadas. Imagine that. And it's from Get Ready for a Loud Spring. 17-year cicadas emerged this year. And I don't know if anyone looked at. I don't know how much you follow, but if you've followed mysteries like the cicada mystery, there was something going on online. It was called Cicada, and it was a search for the best brains, pretty much, people who could work out puzzles, and you had to go around the world to find different things and pick them up, and you had to get through to another stage. And then once people got through to that stage, nobody ever heard from them again. So nobody really knows what cicada, I think it's 33. If you look it up on YouTube, cicada, you'll see it. I think it's 3301 or something like that. But I thought that it was a recruitment thing for digital soldiers. Just my opinion. That's what I think cicada was. Okay, from a member of the board. From a member, right? This is going to be aired on CNN's Anderson Cooper. This is fake. He's got part of it right, but he really doesn't have the whole thing right. And this is why we used to say to be careful what you repeat, because this guy's making it look bad. This guy's making this. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Hang on 1 second. I'll just shut that back down. It's making this look bad. The Anons. So he wasn't a real one, obviously. He's been put in there to miscommunicate what it was all about. This guy who CNN Anderson Cooper is interviewing. and he sounds Australian. So I'm going to say a huge traitor. Okay, and the next one from The Great Awakening. Everything you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, is a movie. If we knew everything, then there would be no intelligence community. Don't be fooled by the second bankrupt government the false President JB is operating. Okay. It's getting harder to do, guys, because of all this. Oh, apparently, with the censorship, February the 1st is Freedom Day. So hopefully this will upload sometime on the 1st in the US, and Freedom Day, hopefully things will be left alone. Okay, now back to Twitter, Tony Tardio, at Tony Tardio. When you spend more money defending yourself than the inquiry itself, isn't that cute? And they're talking about Daniel Andrews is now in Australia. Extravagant cost of ministers' legal teams for inquiry revealed. And I'm sure he did. Because Daniel Andrews is one of the most corrupt individuals. But look, I think they're all as corrupt as each other, to be honest. And here in Western Australia, apparently, lockdown after only one case, totally disproportionate. Anyone cheering on the WA lockdown is cheering on abuse of human rights. And that's exactly what they're doing. And there are people doing it. They are actually, some people are cheering for it because they believe everything that's going on and everything they hear from mainstream media. From Free Oz Spirit, same name pick on Gab Parler at Oz_Spirit, day 323 of State of Emergency in Melbourne, Victoria, February the 1st, 2021. I thought they had opened back up and relaxed it. Oh, the lockdown's still going on. Can anyone tell me, if you're in Victoria, can you tell me if the masks are off yet? Because I heard that they were, but I would like to correct myself if I was wrong. Okay, and this one from the Roller at Corleone Roller, _Roller, sorry. Welcome to the new Australia, where power-hungry and insignificant politicians can lock you up under the disguise of saving you from any diseases. How did Australia turn into this? Easy, they fell for socialism. And they're trying to push that exact thing. And another one from Australia, Wake Up Australia, at Australia Awake. We live in a cult run by satanic elites. Luckily their funds are running out, because I did hear, with that 100-day thing that I was talking about, I heard that their funds have been stopped as of today. I don't know. This is just what I'm hearing, but I don't know if it's true. So just take this whole video with speculation, and use your own discernment, because don't believe everything I say either, guys. I might be wrong with some things, but you need to use your own discernment and find what rings true with you. The more you go on, the easier it will be to work out what's fake and what's not. From Rogan O'Hanley at DC_Drano, if you want to open our borders before opening our small businesses, you might just be a globalist. And next one is from Josephine Cashman. Now this is very interesting. Okay, the Green Left and the ideologues want a war. They've just declared one with the true first Australians who live in real Australia. I'll drive them anywhere to meet them and live there. Aunt Sissy 358853639. I'm so proud of you. It's time to get things right. And this was from the Daily Telegraph. Indigenous elder wants woke city mobs to come and see what it's really like. Elders in rural Aboriginal communities say city-based groups who want the date of Australia Day changed have no idea what life is really like for them. It's the secret suffering that those in the big cities are oblivious to, the plight of Indigenous in rural New South Wales. According to elders, city dwellers have no idea of the poverty Poverty and substance abuse wreaking havoc on Aboriginal communities across outback New South Wales. And honestly, I saw a receipt from an outback store where they all live and they have to get their groceries from, where cordial, the stuff you make up with water to make a sort of fruit drink, we call it cordial here in Australia, was $27 or $28 for a 2-litre bottle. That's normally $3 in a supermarket. So they are being ripped off, and it looks like they're being forced into being absolutely broke by the price of the groceries that they need. So it does need, we do need to fix things, and we all need to work together or it'll never get done. Okay, they don't realise what's out here. You've got to be out here and see it, Peter Knight, 69, told the Daily Telegraph this week in blistering 41 degrees Celsius heat on the front porch of his home at Burke, 750 kilometres northwest of Sydney. Come out and have a look. They'll see a place that really needs help. Built on the banks of the mighty Darling River and once a thriving inland port, Burke has been plagued for years by a vicious cycle of entrenched unemployment and alcoholism. And these scourges are in full view on the far western fringes of the town in Alice Edwards Village, a tight-knit Aboriginal community located on the site of a former reserve. At 9 a.m, the Daily Telegraph saw a man down the last remnants of a bottle of Jim Beam whiskey in one swig before hopping onto a bus for a ride that usually takes residents into town to work for the dole. Alice Edwards is littered with rusting car wrecks, discarded household appliances, and shards of glass which young children and dogs dart in between while playing. Andre Smith, aged 7, and 6-year-old sister, Unique Knight, live in the Alice Edwards village. The village is roughly 2 kilometres outside the township of Burke. Oh, they're lovely little kids. Samia Knight, who lives in the village with her kids, Andre 7, Unique 6 and Jaden 3, said she felt cut off from Burke's town centre, where 30% of the town's 2,600 residents are Indigenous. We don't get involved with the things from uptown because we don't get told about it, she said. A lot of people down here, they don't do internet, they don't have phones, and they don't communicate with radio or anything like that, so we don't know what's going on uptown. Most of them don't have a licence down here either. June Smith, 72, the daughter of Alice Edwards, from whom the village takes its name, said she was worried about drug abuse and wanting a meeting with all of Burke's residents to be called to try to come up with a solution. Oh, little cuties. Some recommend not stopping in Wilcannia while passing through. Oh, I love it down here because it's always peaceful and quiet. But there's only one thing wrong. The people that bring in the drugs, that's the thing, she said. I hate drugs because what if the kids get it? There's a lot of bad stuff going around. It could kill the kids. Elder Kevin Knight said he heard stories from some men taking advantage of young women by offering them drugs in the town. But despite the lack of resources, the community is filled with happy and loving families. Further west, past red dirt country, is Wilcannia, a town of 500 where some recommend do not stop when driving through. The main street's pub windows have been sealed over with bricks and nobody is allowed in there after 8 p.m, when only light beer is served. Sissy King, a well-known Aboriginal elder in the town, told the Telegraph that people protesting in Sydney over Australia Day recently were out of touch with the troubles faced by the outback mobs. I don't think the date should be changed because it was a date that was set for all Australians, black, white, brown, yellow, all colours, she said. There's city people chanting, singing out to that, but at the end of the day, what's it doing? Having our own attack one another. We need to stop the division. That's always hurt us. Come and get on the ground in the dirt. Talk with us. Come out here and have the time with us. People from the city need to get out and see what we don't have, that they do have. Come and see what it's like. We can't buy anything after 7 p.m. If I run out of milk, then that's it. I've got no milk until tomorrow morning. Our grassroots organisation determined to reverse the disadvantage in outback New South Wales is the Burke-based Maranguka Community Hub, spearheaded by Alistair Ferguson, who said people in cities had an advantage because they were closer to government ears. In the outback, when we look at 3 generations that haven't had employment, I think that's probably an indicator, in spite of efforts trying to stimulate and capture the imagination to give us a fairer go, he said. This has been designed this way. I am so sorry, and I wish we could all just get together and talk about this, because half of the people out there, the rivers have been stopped and our manufacturing's been sent overseas, and some of these rivers are like upstream are owned by companies. Not only that, non-profit organisations set up to help Aboriginals are worse for them, unless it's an actual like they get money donated from everywhere and it doesn't actually get to the Aboriginal people. It all gets siphoned off before it even gets to them. That's what I mean. This is the way everything is done is all wrong. We need to get together. We need the Aboriginals and every other Australian talking to each other and trying to sort out what is wrong and fix it. And it didn't help that we sent manufacturing overseas. And also, when you start to learn things, you know who are the real drug dealers in all of this. And it's the people you're voting for most of the time. They're involved. Because if they really wanted to stop it, they would. Okay, this is another one from OzPatriot at OzPatriot_. Every single Australian politician needs to be investigated, from their bank accounts, assets and liabilities, businesses, overseas businesses, connections, and more. I guarantee you that the public will be shocked with what is really happening behind closed doors. Drain the swamp. Then that's what we're all waiting for. We might be waiting a little longer. I don't know. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. Apparently Twitter's blocking people from liking tweets. From album drops 2 out of 5 at Real Bryson Gray. So they rigged the thing in front of our eyes. Now they're rigging the market in front of our eyes. What does this mean? And obviously the tweet can't be replied to or tweeted, but we can look at it. Oh yeah, of course there's none, so they say. Okay, well, there is no evidence, they reckon. None whatsoever. There you go. When there is. Oh dear. Okay, fair enough. I'm just waiting. Okay, it's depends on the okay, Word doesn't like the other websites. It doesn't mind Twitter, but it doesn't like the other ones. Here we go. Wow. It just wants to take a really long time to load these pages up. Oh my goodness, get your act together. Word. Word. Oh dear. This is the trouble I've been having. This is just, if it keeps going, it'll make it I'm going to have to just pause the video while I open pages, which is a pain in the behind. But from National File at National File. Now we're going into the US. JB's picked to run the federal unemployment program. Susie Levine presided over the Washington State Unemployment Program, where Nigerian fraudsters recently bilked it for $600 million. Oh, that's a very smart move, isn't it? Really happy with that. Okay, now I'm pausing the video in the middle of recording just to open pages, so there you go. Major Patriot at Major Patriot. Things are not as they appear. Smoke and mirrors. JB's administration is built on sand. It's already on the verge of collapse. The Dems just lost another seat in the House. The majority in both chambers is razor thin. Don't confuse their hysteria with power. Okay, I just had to pause that for 5 minutes just to open this one page from Stop to Go at Stop to Go. Quick question for the rational minds in the crowd. Are there any mountains anywhere in view of Washington, D.C.? You can see that, can't you? Mountains. It looks like a building in the back too, with windows there. Looking very interesting out your window there, Joe. Okay, I'll pause again and come back with oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. And okay, the tweets open straight away. That is really, it won't open the other website, but the tweets will open straight away. Okay, and from Unvanquished Fish Lips at fish_lips_, the Dark White House continues. It's been 10 days now, apparently. And I did hear the Vatican was doing it too. So I guess we'll find out down the line. Oh my goodness, I can't open these. Okay, and this one from Zuby at Zuby Music. The real conspiracy theorists are the people who've lived through the past year and who still don't believe in any conspiracy theories. You'd have to be, like, really, really asleep not to at least be questioning what is going on right now. Okay, and this one from Emerald Robinson at Emerald Robinson. It's Thursday and nobody from the JB administration has circled back to me about China and our national power grid. Because the lady with the red hair, she just keeps saying, I'll have to circle back to that. I have to circle back to that. I have to circle back to that. On everything she's asked about, if she doesn't have it in, she's got to circle back to that. And it happens with a lot of stuff. If you listen to her, she'll say it a lot. Now this one from Robin Williams on JB. He knew? Did he know? Okay, let's have a look.
We still have comedy, though. We still have great comedy out there. There's always rambling Joe Biden. What the fuck? Joe says shit that even people with Tourette's go, no. No. What is going on? Joe is like your uncle who's got a new drug and hasn't got the dosage right. I'm proud to work with Barack America. He's not a superhero, you idiot. Come here. When FDR was on television, there was no TV back then. Come here, Joe. Sit down. We still have comedy, though.
I have a funny feeling about Robin Williams. Wasn't he one of those red scarf something? I don't know. I just don't think he is. I think he was on the good side. Okay, George Papadopoulos at George Papa 19. The impeachment and the swift Senate acquittal coming will only embolden the base. Boomerang. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. We just don't know when. Okay, then these ones are going to be easy to open. Now this is just mainly the USA and things going on over there. From Jersey Boy Media USA at Jersey Boy USA, the first families. This is the son of JB. This is the, I want to say son of Kamala Harris. Because to me, that could be a boy. It really, really could be a boy. Interesting. I'm trying to open while I'm still talking. Okay, from Proud Old Soldier at Grumpy Old Soldier. So the Biden administration sacked the sign language lady because she voted for Trump. Unity? Really? So they sacked the... Wow. And this girl again. This is Kamala Harris' 22-year-old stepdaughter. Which, yeah, I don't know. Apparently she's modelling full... What is she modelling from? Not another nasty one at nasty1_not. What's she modelling? Full face masks? Emma M. Hoff is Kamala Harris's 22-year-old stepdaughter. 8 days after the inauguration, she sat... Sorry, guys. I got stuck on that word. 8 days after the inauguration, she suddenly lands a modelling contract with IMG Models. Huh. And there's a cake in the background with a baby as a candle. Very interesting indeed. Okay, let's see if I can open the other one quick. It's going to be a bit of a long video, guys, so I hope you got a cuppa or something, whatever your drink of choice is, and you're relaxing. Prue McSween at McSween_Prue says she's always been into theatre politics. Anastasia MP is trying to shift blame for her shutdown of the Queensland tourism industry onto Josh Frydenberg and the feds. She created their dire situation and I feel sorry for them. But why don't they blame the Queensland voters who re-elected this incompetent? Well, it could be the voters, but it could also be the system they used, as we just saw in the USA. They might not have voted for that person, but the person still got in. Okay, from ConspiracyBot at ConspiracyBot. I found this interesting. No one is talking about how the CIA casually released documents saying that we're an energy hologram and astral projection is real. Now, I am very wary of anything coming from the CIA. I'm sorry, but I am. So yeah, is Bluebeam coming? Or is that like, is it, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out if we're in a hologram, believe me. This one from Newsmax at Newsmax. Lawmakers seek increased personal security. So all these people in DC have increased their personal security and they have built a wall around DC, but you're not allowed a wall around your country to protect your country and your people. So yeah, it's a bit of a contradiction for them. This one from Murray at Rothbard 1776. If the powers that be were willing to rig the stock market to help bail out their buddies on Wall Street, who were a few billion in the hole after taking advantage of the little guy for decades, what do you think they'd do to regain control of a multi-trillion-dollar economy? And you can let me know what you think down below. What do you think they'd do? It's going to be interesting to say the least. And this from Art Taking Back at ArtValley_818. But they keep telling us that walls don't work. And now from Scott McFarlane at McFarlane News. Permanent security fencing coming to US Capitol. New statement from acting US Capitol Police Chief. Vast improvements to the physical security infrastructure must be made to include permanent fencing. So there you go. You're not allowed to have fencing, but, you're not allowed to have a wall, but they can have fencing. They did that in Canberra too. They built a fence. It was a few years ago now, but now I know why. And I knew why at the time because I was already awake when they did it. It was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought, yep, they just want to keep the people out because they're about to do something that the people won't like. And I knew it. I knew it. This one from Bill at Bill734522075. Yes, again, how does she know so much? Again, insider trading instead of doing a job. And again, this one is in response to Ryan Lee Odens at Odie Garfield 77. So Nancy Pelosi buys Tesla stock. Couple days later, Biden announces government vehicles will all be electric. Isn't that insider trading? And yet they've been doing it. How do you think they get rich? How do you think they get so rich being in positions of power? Blackmailed in more ways than one. It's not just that one way, but monetarily as well. They are paid very well for selling everybody out. Okay, and this one from National File at National File. In her time in Congress, Maxine Waters has funneled over $1 million in campaign funds to her daughter Karen Waters. Maxine Waters funneled over $1 million so far. Okay. How did she do that? Doesn't tell me. Oh, hang on. Here we go. It's in here. Waters' daughter pocketed a cool $240,000 during the 2020 general election cycle alone. Controversial and hyper-partisan US Rep Maxine Waters, D-CA, has now funneled more than $1.13 million in payments for services rendered to a daughter out of a campaign war chest, a post-2020 election tally shows. Karen Waters, daughter of Maxine, has been providing her mother's campaigns with an array of services since 2003 and has been handsomely compensated for doing so, with a majority of campaign cash income coming from her role in running a controversial slate mailer operation. Walter's slate mailer program is an ethically questionable scheme that seemingly monetizes Waters' endorsement for California politicians who facilitate donations in exchange for campaign mailers bearing her endorsement. The slate mailers have become increasingly profitable, Karen Waters. Karen Waters? During the 2020 general election cycle, Karen Waters' take from the slate mailer campaign produced peak $240,000. This is considerably more than what her firm Progressive Connections took in during the 2006 election cycle. That year, the younger Waters firm made $90,000. While campaign programs like Waters' slate mailers are commonplace in Democrat-nominated states like California and Oregon, the questionable practice is all but non-existent at the federal level. In fact, an examination of all federally elected officials across the country shows that Waters is the only federal politician to utilize a slate mailer operation. This reality has watchdog groups filing complaints about the program and the arrangement between Waters and her daughter. Several watchdog groups have asked the FEC to audit Waters' campaign finances. The ethically grey nature of Waters' slate mailer scheme has been seen several high-profile California politicians come to court, among them Vice President Kamala Harris, who twice doled out tens of thousands from her campaign coffers for a spot on the mailers. Governor Gavin Newsom, D, and former US Senator Barbara Boxer, D/CA, or -CA. While some of these mailers reflect the earnest political values of the organisations that put them together, many are pay-to-play moneymakers that blur the line between endorsement, paid advertisement and extortion. Cal Matters, a non-partisan non-profit journalism venture, wrote last year, Waters got the green light for the mailer operation from the Federal Election Commission in 2004. And then we have this one from Dano's House of Snark, Project Veritas. Hours of insider tape set to drop tomorrow from Within's Facebook. Stay tuned. I would definitely keep an eye out on that one. Now let's go around the world and have a look at what's going on everywhere else. Okay, from Conspiracy Bot, the term deep state refers to a state within a state, a government within a government, where unelected officials control the real power. And most of us should already know that. The next one is from the same Conspiracy Bot again. The average person doesn't know what Project Looking Glass is. Now, okay, let me see if I can get this. Project Looking Glass was a way for them, like it might have been like a computer simulation thing, and some people believe it is a you're able to look into the future with it to see how things would work out. So let's see, let's go through the comments to see. No, okay. Okay, no, Project Looking Glass. I haven't done a lot of research on, to be honest. I did watch a couple of videos on it, but I haven't looked into it. But what a lot of people think is it can look into the future and see how things would turn out. And they believe that the good team were using it to get the best possible outcome with the littlest possible effect to the public and the minimal damage, you know, to find a way to do it minimally. Okay, again from Conspiracy Bot. It's been documented that many people allegedly responsible for mass shootings in America have been on SSRIs. We knew that years ago. They're all on antidepressant, antipsychotics. If you are on an antidepressant or anything, just be aware that look at the side effects on the packet. Go and read the side effects of it, because half the time you'd probably be better off without them. But it's up to each person. As I said, I am not a doctor. I will not tell you what to do, but I don't think they're good for anybody. Not another nasty one, at nasty1_not. History books of the past are no different from mainstream media today. 99% lies, and they only tell you the stuff that they want you to believe. And that was from N1 Nasty One. Just in case I didn't say that, because sometimes I forget to say their names. I'm so sorry, guys. Especially if you're one of the ones I'm reading out, and if I don't shout you out, I'm very, very sorry. I don't mean to do it. It's just that I'm trying to get all the news out. And okay, I'm just going to read the at 7 TINE 76. Okay? It is imperative that all people of all ideologies unite in resistance to this. And this is from this. Klaus Schwab is a child of Adolf Hitler's Germany, a police state regime built on fear and violence, on brainwashing and control, on propaganda and lies, on industrialism and eugenics, on dehumanization and disinfection, on a chilling and grandiose vision of a new order. And then it goes on to just show the World Economic Forum, where it says you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. This is how our world could change by 2030, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's up to us to change it. Klaus Schwab and his great fascist reset. And there is an article there. Of all these corporations are involved in attempting to make us all their slaves. And there's another link there to the World Economic Forum. Apple is listed as a partner. They already have slaves. The Uyghurs and... so if you own an Apple iPhone, wow, does that mean that that's helping the slave trade? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if Samsung and all that are involved too. Although I don't know if Samsung is a Chinese company or is it Japanese. Okay, genocidal regime leader Xi Jinping opened the WEF meeting in Davos, pledging support for the Great Reset, which will be world governance under the genocidal Chinese Communist Party. The WEF was partner in Bill Gates' Event 201. Bill Gates, my best investment, turned 10 billion into 200 billion through vaccines. Expert exposes billionaire elitist Great Reset agenda. There's a lot of articles in here to show you how it's all connected. WEF to your face. Lockdown is the world's biggest psychological experiment, and we will pay the price. And Bono's involved too. Bono is involved with all of this. There's a lot of people involved. Oh my goodness. A timeline of the Great Reset agenda from foundation to Event 201 and the pandemic. Why did it go back to the beginning? What happened there? You saw that. I didn't. All I wanted to do is scroll down. And it didn't want me to. Oh, have they removed it? No, it's this. Sorry. No, not that. It's the thread. There we are. My goodness. But see what Twitter always does this to me, and I can never find anything again if I don't bookmark it. So, and someone said you could bookmark in Gab. I have not found a way to do that unless you maybe pay to join. I don't know. I wasn't able to work out how to. The World Economic Forum encourages plebs to eat weed and drink sewage. And bugs. I remember that from a couple of years ago. They wanted everyone eating bugs. And the next thing will be Soylent Green. A taste of the future. Global elites at the World Economic Forum promote fake meat produced from a 3D printer. Don't ever eat anything like that. How Impossible Burgers Simple Vision won hundreds of millions in funding and backing from Bill Gates. Be careful of that Impossible Burger. I don't know, fake meat, I would tend to go towards they're using maybe Soylent Green. Look up what Soylent Green is. Okay. Bill Gates is also a key figure behind the fake meat corporate monster. Bill Gates worked to end livestock production, push lab-grown meat. Bill Gates owns 240,000 acres of farmland, making him America's greatest private farmland owner, according to a new report. Panicked to usher in the UN's 2030 agenda 10 years earlier. Build Back Better, Joe Biden in league with the Great Reset. Anyone who's saying Build Back Better is involved with the socialist Great Reset. Joe Biden's disturbing connection to that movement. John Kerry reveals JB's devotion to radical Great Reset movement. From the Forum for the Future, how they expect life to look in 2040. Oh dear God, should we have a look? Oh dear. Okay. Okay, let's just have a little look at it without the sound. I'll talk during this. It goes for 3 minutes. I'll probably end up turning it off and linking it down below for you, but in a world of fossil fuels and expensive energy, the only solution is tightly planned and controlled urban transport. Global climate change, joint venture to redesign cities, plans for new floating cities approved. Global Food Council rations water. Welcome to planned Opalus, a day in the life of V. Stack and pack 'em. Is that how we want to live? Yeah. I don't think so. You'll never move again. Yeah, you'll be connected to your computer. You won't be moving. You won't be going on holidays. You won't be doing anything you like doing because you'll be too stuck in the system to ever get out of it. Anyway, I won't keep going on that. Klaus Schwab. He was a German born in Ravensburg, 1938, where Hitler had come to power. Not Swiss. Reportedly with strong ties to those who fled to Switzerland, like Waldheim. He had Nazi youth in his resume and tried to hide it. 7 little-known facts about Nazis Klaus Schwab. What does it say? The founder and president of the World Economic Forum was having breakfast with Rabbi Arthur Schneer at his Park East Synagogue in New York when the 2 jets struck the World Trade Center. Schneer, I don't know how to say that, said, who heads up the Appeal of Conscience Foundation, someone's going off their brain, a coalition of business and religious leaders in New York had intended to discuss increasing the participation of religious leaders at the Economic Forum. After the attack, the notion seemed even more urgent. And he's a former member of Bilderberg's steering group. Okay, I won't go too far into it because I'm trying just to get through the news that I can quickly get my hands on. So let's open the next one. Sir Lefty Far Right at Give Us a Quid. I like the name. Yet again, I find myself in total agreement with Johnny Rotten. Strange days indeed, as the hard right John Lennon once sang. Hang on. John Lennon was a lefty. Okay, anyway. I never thought I'd live to see the day when the right wing would become the cool ones, giving the middle finger to the establishment, and the left wing becoming the snivelling, self-righteous 21s going around shaming everybody. Well, the left used to be the one fighting for freedom from banks and freedom from government, but now it seems that the left are calling for it. I don't know. Anyway, there's that. And I'm going to have to pause this because it's not going to open the next one easy enough. Okay, now I've just gone ahead and opened the next few, which is all across the top here. This one from /poll/news network at PNN. Demons are coming from your children, but you'll be fired from your job if you point it out. This is why I have a problem with not every person who does this is a problem, but the ones that are promoted out, I think, are a problem. There's a problem going on. They're trying to make this normal for your children. Hang on, guys. Someone's screaming. Oh, God love them. They weren't screaming. It was someone whippersnipping and someone trying to get their attention who either sounds like they can't hear properly or they might be a bit disabled. God love them. Okay, the next one. Anonymous Patriot and a non-patriot Q. But I thought the whole elite pedophile thing was only a conspiracy theory, and this is in response to Jack Posobiec. We are now learning many high-level journalists covered up the child grooming of Lincoln Project's founder in order to delay the story until after the election. Not only is this a complete breach of ethics, it may be illegal conduct. Hope they have good lawyers. This one from Alban dropped 2 out of 5. Real Bryson Gray. Why do people glorify adultery and having sex with multiple women? That's actually disgusting. And it is from both sides. Once you are fully awake and you look back, you can see that that is a problem. This is a big problem. And it's not normal. It has been glorified, and it started way back with Playboy and Hugh Hefner. Maybe even before that. But as far as I can see back, it started with Hugh Hefner, and then Playboy became the thing to look at, you know, and even women started looking at it, and women wanted to be in it, but all of this is not the way we're supposed to be. It's supposed to be one partner. It's supposed to be about love. How did we get so far away from that? I don't understand. Anyway, from Jack Posobiec. Luckily for Biden, no one has ever accused him of being inappropriate with children. And in response to that was this. Dr. Jill Biden was the Biden teenage babysitter when Mr. Joe began having relations with her while his wife was in the hospital. Isn't that just lovely? How far does it go back? Traditional Canadian girl at Canadian Girls 99. How many more child sex trafficking scandals is it going to take before regular people realise the establishment is the ones behind it all? I'm so tired of people literally choosing to be blind. I'm tired of people who don't care about this issue. And this is all about the same type of thing. I'm getting into the Lincoln Project here. From Alex Salvi at Alex Salvi News, I'm starting to think the Lincoln Project isn't the moral compass it pretends to be. A protected sexual predator, posting and Confederate flag coolers saying the South will rise again, registered foreign asset agent for Russia, grifting to pay off personal debts. Is there any more to it? No. Okay. Next one. Okay, from the Bradford File at the Bradford File, is it any surprise the biggest names in Hollywood, Wall Street and big tech financed the sickos at the Lincoln Project? Nope. And this from Laverne Spicer at Laverne_Spicer. Why is it that almost all of Mr. T's enemies turn out to be pedos? This John Weaver story is horrendous. And keeps going into it. Guess who shot Catholic JFK? Okay, at stand_for_flag_. Lincoln Project co-founder John Weaver allegedly sent sexual messages to more than 20 men, one of who was 14 at the time. This is pretty disgusting, really. And from Rising Serpent at Rising Serpent, no wonder the Lincoln Project was beyond desperate for Mr. T to lose. Hang on, let's go and see. Okay, more than 20 men who were 14 at the time, claim Lincoln Project co-founder and Republican operative John Weaver sent them unsolicited sexual messages online. Weaver, who previously served as political strategist for George H.W. Bush, John McCain and John Kasich, came out as gay earlier this month after several men accused him of impropriety. Now 20 men have levelled allegations against the 61-year-old. And apparently he apologises for inappropriate messages to men, but claims they were consensual, not with a 14-year-old. In some of the message, Weaver seemingly offered to trade political favours for sexual favours, according to the New York Times. When you help you other times, give advice, counsel, help with bills, you help me sensually, he allegedly wrote in one message. Weaver allegedly began messaging a then 14-year-old boy in 2015, correspondences that continued for several years. In June 2018, he allegedly asked the minor, Tickle Mealy, if he was still in high school. I want you to come to Vegas and take you to dinner and drinks and spoil you, Weaver wrote in March. Weaver said he was disheartened and sad that I may have brought discomfort to anyone in what I thought at the time were mutually consensual discussions. In living a deeply closeted life, I allowed my pain to cause pain for others, he said in a statement. For that, I'm truly sorry to these men and everyone for letting so many people down. Yeah, sure he is, and he's sorry he got caught, like they all are. They're only ever sorry after they get caught. And then some of them aren't even sorry after that. Like if you look at Ghislaine Maxwell, she's not sorry by the look of it. The remaining members of the Lincoln Project said Sunday they had disgusted and outraged that someone in a position of power and trust would use it for these means. John Weaver led a secret life that was built on a foundation of deception at every level, the anti-Mr. T group said. He's a predator, a liar and an abuser. Weaver previously said he would not be returning to the Lincoln Project after the medical leave he took over the summer. Well, he shouldn't be allowed in any position of power after that. Rising Serpent at rising_serpent. No wonder the Lincoln Project was desperate for Mr. T to lose. He spent 4 years fighting human trafficking and crimes against children, and Democrats funded the Lincoln Project. Do you see where we're coming from now? This one from DT Jr. Weird. Ryan Gerdsky reported that people at Lincoln Project have been aware of the allegations for months, and not only did none of you cut ties with your predator pedo buddy, you actively helped him kill stories about the allegations. So there you go. And it's in response to Steve Schmidt at DT Jr. Hey, Uday, I'd like to take a moment and dialogue with you. Project Lincoln condemns John Weaver unequivocally. I condemn his disgusting, immoral, predatory conduct. As the father of a 14-year-old boy, I hope law enforcement will examine his interactions. Well, let's hope they do. They never do. Because the whole system is built for them. And the laws are built for them as well. Anyway, I'm going to include this down below, even though I can't really see it. Give me a look. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, here we can. How widespread is this elite rubbish, you ask? Oh, my goodness. Okay. It goes, oh, my goodness, through everything. Boeing, Alcoa, and the people involved, and Clinton Cash, Podesta, ICMEC, Northrop Grumman. Oh my goodness, it just keeps, like, I'll put the link down below for you guys, and you can have a look at this yourself, because that is a lot to try and put all together, especially when the video is already going for a very long time. So hang on a sec, guys. Okay, now we're on to the last leg of this. Kazzy B at CR Barnes 001. Biology lesson number 1. All humans need air to live. Without it, we die. Why would any sane person think it's okay to restrict the number one thing we need to stay alive? There is a reason our lungs are the largest internal organs. And this one from Dr. Simone Gold. One sec, guys. Okay, Facebook just announced it made a mistake when censored studies showing... Sorry, guys, there's a dog barking in the background. Showing that this saves lives. Censorship is never a mistake. Tech executives repeatedly made a calculated decision month after month, silencing physicians worldwide. Censorship kills. So, are we allowed to sue them? That's all I can say. I don't want to say too much because this is a problem for them. Okay, from Oz Patriots. So now it's been confirmed that this was and is effective. When will we see the arrests of politicians, health officials, media, big tech and big pharma for deaths of thousands of people worldwide? These people must pay. And the last one, from no one, at Tweet Truth to me. Is there a vaccine for communism? I'd like to know that. Would you like to know that? I'm sure we'd all like to know that. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Everything's going pretty good here, other than every now and then I'm feeling like it's overwhelming and need to like just break for maybe a day here and a day there, because it is getting intense. There's a lot of news coming out. We all should be watching all of these places and making sure we're up to date. I'm going to try and bring it to you as much as I can. I do have a few busy days over the next few days, but I'll see what I should still be able to make videos, so I'll see what I can do there. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a good one wherever you are. Just hang on. I don't know when this is going to be over, so just bear with us all, and we're all sitting here watching it together. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, guys, bye.